Hoover. For a while now, people have been trying to get Larry Hoover freed, but they are not having it. They are not trying to free him. Who is Larry Hoover? Larry Hoover is someone who they claimed is the head of the Black Disciples gang back in the day. He is the one who started this whole empire that they've been trying to take down for the longest while now. They are saying that he is the one who is responsible for all the bodies that's happening now and back then. They also accused him at one point when denied his parole, saying that he was running his business from inside and he has a multi-million-dollar cartel going. They have documentaries on him. This has came across Kim Kardashian, because Kim Kardashian, she's been on a spree where she's been trying to free all these people who she thinks is innocent and was mistreated by the system back then. So his cases came across her desk, and for some reason she was unable to do anything about it. Kanye West, who had a meeting with Trump at the time, he asked if Larry Hoover can be pardoned, and this didn't happen. Rick Ross also spoke out a couple times about this, who was on the fire for putting Larry Hoover's name in a record and trying to say that he was saluting, but people felt like he was mainly exploiting the situation to make views, to make money and stuff like that back then. So a lot of GDs didn't appreciate that, and they spoke out and saying that, well, if he wanted to salute them, what he should have done is actually donate that can go towards his lawyers and stuff to help with the case. Like Larry Hoover, his situation is very different and very difficult, because the stuff that they are saying and putting on here, that he has some sort of power, he has major connections to the streets, and he has this empire that they are scared of. If they let him back out, he would continue to run and continue to disrupt the nation. He is a risk to society, and this is why they are choosing to go down certain routes. What applied to others does not apply to him for some reason. That way it would make it harder for him and he wouldn't be let out. This Larry Hoover case is strange. From time it went to the president, you should know something is wrong. It is all government based, and this is where I think people, you can't really, the system, you won't be able to beat it. And the way it's looking, all the things that they're saying about Larry Hoover and stuff, I don't think that they're necessarily going to make it easy for anyone to let him out, even if it was the president, which is weird. So Rangeroverhang made this post about Larry Hoover. He said, just got a call from back home. Everyone with a voice need to stand behind this. They are trying everything in their power to not free this black king. This has nothing to do with no gangbang stuff. The system has changed its laws. It has helped many convicts give back time and get back their families. It should also apply to everyone, not just the ones who they feel they want it to apply to. Hashtag free Larry Hoover. He has been in solitary confinement for over 20 plus years, denying him visits and contacts with lawyers and family members. When is this going to stop? This is what Rangeroverhang said about Larry Hoover's situation. When is this going to stop? What they are doing is unfair. It is not right to treat someone the way they are treating this guy, as if he's someone that's so dangerous that they need to do this to. It's very strange about this. They are denying him visits to his lawyers, the people who can actually get him out. This is definitely a government case, and I find it very weird and sort of extreme, the stuff that they have on him. They also at one point they denied him and stuff, and that's when they pinned other charges on him down the conspiracy RICO route, saying that he was running the Black Disciples gang from inside and he was still continuing to run his multi-million-dollar business. I mean, at this point they are trying to say to people that this man has some power that is connected to the streets, and he can possibly come out and not just rule Chicago but rule worlds at once. And it is sounding very extreme. Something else is going on in this Larry Hoover case, because he is saying that they have changed systems and stuff where they would work inside and then in the end they would less time and stuff like that, and that's how it's mainly go. But for some reason he is not getting those rules. Why is this happening? They are claiming that he is someone who sent out hits. They are basically saying that all the bodies from back then, even the bodies from now, he is responsible for it in Chicago, and this has everything to do with government. I believe when it comes to the actual person who runs the city of Chicago. And I think that person has a lot to do in this case, as well as many other that has been happening since that time, since that situation, because this person has ran the city for a very long time. And I feel like this Larry Hoover situation all connects and links. There is paperwork and stuff that's been written up by some people would keep him inside for a very long time. It feels like there was a lot of documents or some sort of target on him. They then found a way where they could actually take him down and let him remain inside it. That's why he was given 6 life sentences. Everything happened in Chicago is linked to the. It also feels like it has everything to do with power. He was given between 150 years to 200 years for all the stuff that they claimed he did back then. They claimed he ran this empire, and when you look up Larry Hoover online, there's all this information that comes up from 1960s to now, and they still claim that he's doing those things, which is kind of unbelievable. I feel like there is something else going on here. It's mainly everything to do with power, because if they let him out, they know that he is well respected in the streets. He can actually rule a nation. It's like all the other people that you see from back in the days and stuff, when you get like the protests and they make a change. That's the vibe I get from Larry Hoover, and I feel like it is everything to do with power, and that's why they are not letting him out, because he rules and have ruled, as they claim, cities before. Actually wrote stuff, and it's all linked into everything. All the stuff that's been going on in Chicago and stuff, all the body cover-ups, and no one has been, and all the stuff. And then now when no one has been found the stuff, and they were all hits and everything, and most of the killings that happened there, you never really found the person who did it. I feel like basically trying to say that Larry Hoover is the one who's responsible for all this. So even if we don't find the person who actually did it, they want to keep this guy inside because they believe he is behind some of the stuff. And this is absolutely crazy. It's everything to the power, and that's why he would not be let out, because it links to the Chicago stuff and all the stuff that the person who ran the city there has been doing over the years. I really think that's the main reason why they are deciding to do that, because they have things that, because I have certain things that they can't really let the public be aware of. When it comes to Chicago, there's a lot of things that's been going on to do with evil spirit, demonic stuff. A lot of stuff has been going on there for a long time right now, and they are saying that he is the person, the root of it, and they are hiding behind him and trying to put him at the forefront and say that, oh, it's because of him all this stuff is going on. But for some reason they had a chance to escape back then, but they didn't do that. They literally let him live on until up to this day, where people actually want him out now, and he still has this major connection to the streets and major connection to people, where people would actually start fighting for this, and his name has been coming up quite a few times. It's unfair, and it goes very deep. It is deeper than what we actually think. All the stuff that's been going on there, the city have been ran by one person for a very long time. Larry Hoover is connected to that city and connected to many other things.